everybody. We're going to be talking about a game that a lot of Minecraft YouTubers have been playing a lot lately. Well, not a lot, but Captain Sparkles has, and let's be honest, Captain Sparkles is the Minecraft community, except for maybe Bayesian Canadian and Jerome ASF. But I've been playing this a lot myself, and I feel like I know a couple things that I can pass on to you fools. So, we're going to get started, and this is going to be a little walkthrough, couple episodes, just to show you how to get started, and I might show you later in late game how to do stuff, because it gets hard and you're gonna die, which is the funny part, because I'm doing this on hardcore, and I might have to make a new world. Sirens, we don't want to go near those. That has nothing in it. Okay, we at least have a little bit of land, so maybe this will be Hardcore Survival Island instead. Ooh. Ooh. Give me more land. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, we're gonna keep doing the... Okay, we're good. Yeah, no, never mind. We're just gonna continue with the video. And I don't know how to edit, so you get to hear all of my ramblings. So, hey, enjoy yourself. So, first thing you're gonna want to do, either find a place to live or find gravel. I typically start with gravel, just because that is going to be our main way of getting anything in this world of Rlcraft. Because we're going to need flint. We can make flint tools, which I actually typically avoid doing. But for some reason it doesn't want to give us any flint. Which happens, but you just gotta keep trying for that flint. Just gotta keep trying. Come on. There we go. Even though it's one flint, it's a start. We get 2 Flint Charts by smashing it on a rock with right click. You have to do it at the top of the rock. If you hit leaves with a stick, you get all the information that you don't need or want. So I'd recommend punching them with your fist. And this is how you get your sticks to make your flint tools. Now, nymphs. Nymphs are beautiful, and you want them in your life, because they will give you regeneration as long as you are near them. Now, sometimes if they get hit, they will do bad things, give you bad luck. But don't hit them, and make sure nothing else hits them, and you won't have to worry about it. Alright, and this is a awkward little structure, so we're actually going to not stay there. Alright, so you hit... Man, I'm bad at this. You make your flint knife, and then you hit grass with your flint to get plant fibers. You take your plant fibers, and 3. Boom. You're going to want 3 to make your bed, or in this case, you can actually make a sleeping bag if you would like to do a bed and not set your spawn point. However, I don't expect you to play this in hardcore. If you don't set your spawn point, you can spawn anywhere. You do not spawn in the same area you originally spawned in, and it's a lovely time. So this is actually going. Alright. You can right click wood planks to get sticks, and you can right click on the tops of wood. Everything's always the top. We're all tops here. Right click the top of wood to get wood planks. So you know what to do after that. You know how to get stuff going. You make your pickaxe and you start mining stone. Now, stone doesn't give you cobblestone, it gives you rocks. The rocks that I've been picking up, yeah, it gives you those. Now, if you take those and you put them in a 2x2 in the crafting, you get cobblestone. It's lovely. It's a great time. So we're gonna obviously want our stone tools. We're gonna want, ooh, is there anything down there? We're gonna want to avoid down there for now, because skeletons can headshot you and you get locational damage. So you can get, like I said, headshot. You can get body shots. You can get shots to the arm and leg, which hurt less but still hurt. Boom. I'm gonna make, oh, can I not make a cobblestone? There we go. I'm gonna make a stone dagger and a stone sword. Don't ask why. I was wondering. You cannot get fiber unless it's a flint knife. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna take our dagger. How much damage did that do? 3.8, but it's very fast attack speed. Now the maca. These are maca, and their meat is phenomenal because it gives you absorption. It gives, and not just regular absorption, absorption 3. However, with the maca, do not attack the maca alpha. The alpha will wreck you. Now, mining coal is extremely dangerous. At the very least at the start it is, with no armor, because Geonox can spawn out of it, but only if it's mined. So you can be near it, just be careful when mining it. Very dangerous. See, that's the maca alpha, and honestly I don't think you should attack regular maca near him either. But I'm going to do it anyway, just for the sake. Yeah, I don't think he will attack us right now. Now, if you notice, we have, I just pointed at it like I have a freaking face cam on. We have a water gauge as well as our food. So we have to stay hydrated. Now, we also have a temperature gauge, which will go up and down depending on the weather. And yes, there's weather, but not just the rain, snow, and all that. There is still that. But going higher up and going lower, like mining and stuff, will cool you down. Water cools you down. Obviously, there's seasons: summer, winter, fall. Farming's very awkward in this. It's so awkward. And so the stuff only will grow during certain seasons, and it's a hassle, a major hassle. Now that over there, that is a battle tower. That will destroy everything you know and love. Now I just made a helmet because helmets kind of do okay against headshots. They at least help you a little bit. So now we're just going to keep killing the maca because that's our source of food. I don't want to waste the maca meat because of the absorption, but it's our only way of eating right now, so come on, get over here. What the fuck? I don't know what he's doing, man. But on to the next point of interest. Levels. You want them immediately. The more levels you have, the better off you will be. Now, spawners, you cannot farm them. They will break after a certain amount of time of spawning zombies. Not after a certain amount of time, and not zombies. But after a certain amount of mobs are spawned, they will break. And they won't drop any XP. Now, if you break them, you will get heart dust, which is amazing. And it can eventually lead to you getting extra hearts. And other stuff. Like diamonds, lapis. Now this is a waystone. You can travel between them. Obviously, I'm in hardcore, so I can't respawn right there. But they also set your spawn point. So if you find a waystone, click on it, and then you find another. You can travel between the two waystones, or you can spawn where the waystone is if you don't have a bed. Typically, you'll have a bed. That's something you will want very quickly. Armor, very helpful. But back to the spawners. The mobs have different types. So, you can have a regular zombie, that's fine. But then a special zombie can spawn. And that special zombie can do random crap, like make you go blind. It can strike you with lightning. It can put cobwebs on your feet. Slowness can give you other effects. It can pull your sword away from you. And just all these different horrible effects. So you want to destroy the spawners fast. And you want to be in shelter during night. However, don't always just stay away from them, because they can drop very good items, such as special weapons, special armor, enchanted stuff, and it's amazing. So don't completely write out everything, but be wary. Now, with a stick and a string, you can make one handle. Now you're probably like, whoa, what's a handle do? You can make special weapons such as a saber, a throwing knife, and if you'll go over here and type in weapon, you can get a katana, a greatsword, a longsword, saber, rapier. I might actually make a rapier. Yeah, why not? I don't have enough cobble. Alright, so we're going to make a rapier, and you'll see that each weapon has its own special attributes. And that will bring me to the next point, actually. See how it says damage absorption and unarmored damage bonus. 25% of our damage taken will be dealt in durability from the weapon. Actually, I might have read that wrong. I don't know what that does. But if the foe has no armor, we deal 200% damage. And this has even better attack speed than our stone dagger. Now also, you'll see that this has the quality of rusted, which you can obviously see what it does. In the main hand, it does minus 10% dig speed and minus 10% attack damage. This has short, which is minus 1 reach distance. This has nothing, and this also has nothing. This has pokey, minus 10% dig speed, but plus 5% attack damage. Almost everything has qualities. Not everything, but almost. And it can all depend. Sometimes you have to make 5 different items to get good qualities or no qualities. In my Let's Play of Rlcraft, I made 4 or 5 sabers before I ended up getting a good quality from it. So it's just personal preference. It's all, well, not personal preference. You're gonna want good qualities, but you don't have to make them until you get good qualities. They will work with bad qualities. Now, the weapons are phenomenal. I always recommend the rapier or the saber, because the 200% damage or plus 100% damage when the foe has no armor or no chest plate for the saber. It's just unreal. You can one-shot stuff like spiders, you can two-shot zombies and crap, and it's only like stone tools. Now that right there, I haven't completely figured out what it means, but usually after I see it, I get annihilated by a dragon. So we're gonna avoid that. Avoid that direction completely. Now see, we were doing 3 or 4, wait, was it 4 or 5? It might have been 4 or 5 hits to the Maka. Now it's just 3. So, yeah. Come on. Now, there are other weapons, such as the Halberd, which I will also say is pretty great. But there's one downfall of weapons like the Halberd. They're two-handed. And with Rlcraft, you're really going to want a shield, because otherwise the skeletons will headshot you, like we've said a few times. Now, we're going to talk about something real quick. You got skills, which is why you want experience. For mining, you're going to want it up to level 4, so you can mine iron. Attack, you're going to want to get up to level 8, as well as defense, so that you can use the iron that you mine. Now there's iron in, I believe, all of these things. So you just look around it and boom, iron. And not only just a little bit, but there's a lot of iron in these things. So it's going to be worth it to go adventuring, try and find these. Which brings me to the next thing. Adventure. I typically wouldn't recommend settling down and creating a mine. I have one world where I did that, and I have died so many times. Now, it's not necessarily because I did that. It's also not necessarily because I didn't do that. But if you mine, there are a lot of things underground that want to kill you. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things above ground that want to kill you as well. However, the things underground are a bit more dangerous. Now, we're going to sneak over here. Zombie. Nope, those are skeleton spawners, so we're going away. Until we have... until we have the shield, which I believe is defense level 4, I'm going to stay away from any skeletons, because that is how you survive Rlcraft. You avidly avoid skeletons until you get a shield. After you get a shield, they're a lot more viable to attack, but until then, I would avoid them. Alright, now trees like this, I typically find they don't really have any loot to them, and I just leave them be. Now we found another one of these things. Gonna take all the iron. Because, remember, you don't just get experience from going and fighting zombies, slaughtering sheep and other animals. It's not your only way of getting experience. You get experience through coal and through smelting as well. And now we're level 6. So that means something pretty cool. Once you get level 5, you can press L. Then it brings us to this. We can get extra XP from ore. We can get extra XP from crafting weird items. Stuff like enchantment tables, stuff that you wouldn't... Actually, I'm not sure if enchantment tables would or not. But like weird stuff that you wouldn't normally craft. I always go from extra XP from mobs, because that's the best for me. Now, after we do that, it opens up an entire skill tree. So you can go for mining, crafting, and combat. And this isn't just one or the other. You can go through all of these. I like to do flint harvest, because that can get us arrows, more flint knives to get string with, which will give us bandages. And I like to go with... Wait. Wait. Yes, the treasure hunting. Because we can dig dirt and get stuff like gold bars. And gold ingots are pretty good. I'll show you why when I get one. Actually, not. I'll tell you. There are backpacks. You will want a backpack. It is so convenient because you have basically an extra inventory. So there's that, extra inventory. The stuff in it doesn't explode when you die. Oh, that thing. So those are rats called ramen. Pretty good name, right? Sounds tasty. But they will slaughter you. They're dangerous and I hate them. They spawn underground and avoid them. Caves are dangerous. Remember this. Alright, now we're going to want to watch out. Because I don't know what's in these woods. Things will spawn during the day. Like, obviously, if it's a little bit dark, things will spawn in regular Minecraft too. But things will spawn a lot more during the day in this. That is a promise. Now, birchwood. You can turn into paper. So that's great. That tree is going to be dangerous because around it is very dark. We're going to sleep the night off. We're going to talk about some more stuff. Give me my sleeping bag. Is that a trumpet skeleton? Alright. This is the one mob I never really understood. The trumpet skeleton. His trumpet doesn't do any damage at all. But it's kind of fun to play around with. But yeah, any other skeleton, stay away from. Trumpet skeleton, it's just easy XP, really. But yeah, the trumpet makes noise. Obviously, it's a trumpet. And throws the things away from them. So if you need to get out of something and you have a trumpet, that works. Oh, is that a... That's an alpha. Ah! Yeah, see? Okay, they will protect the other Makas then. So, you see one of those? Try to avoid attacking the Maka around it. Now, I don't want to go over to that tree, because like I said, under it is very dark and dangerous and... Okay, there's a zombie. Zombies are actually really good for XP. Because as long as there's not like 15 of them and they're not the special zombies that, like I said, can make you go blind or throw your weapon or whatever. They're really easy to kill. And they give experience. Now there's going to be some things that I'm not going to be able to show you in this world because it's hardcore and I'm not just going to go out and be like, let's die to show them this. So, we're not going to be doing that. Gonna put up a tack a little bit. Gonna put down our furnace and smelt some iron. So, we'll be on a different world for some things, but not a lot of it. A lot of it's going to be done on here. Just so... Oh, God. Okay, so that's what I was talking about with the coal. These guys can spawn out of it. However, they have a weakness. They have a major, major weakness. And that's pickaxes. Where's the nymph? Thank you, nymph. Yes, if you ever get hurt, just find a nymph. You'll be fine. They have the weak axis pickaxes, like I said, because they're made of stone. They're basically geodes. They're basically Geodude from frickin' Pokemon, only in the form of a frickin' Satan creature. I could have said demon there. Now I feel stupid. But yes, they will spawn. They will freak you out. They are so scary. So unbelievably scary. But still good XP. Now another thing. See, that cave is dark. You're probably being like, why don't you just make some torches, dude? Why don't you just make some torches? Torches solve everything. Let's make some torches. Oh, they're unlit torches. Want to learn how to light them? Well, you're gonna. First, we're gonna make more planks. Like I said, right click on top of the wood. So, I'm gonna take the oak wood, boom, slabs, boom, slabs, boom, paper, and we've got a matchbox. Now take our matchbox and we can do one of two things. We're gonna do that, boom, they're all lit torches now, or we're gonna take our unlit torch, take our matchbox and boom, boom. Typically, I prefer to just do this. It's because it's a lot easier. But yeah, that's how you do things, dude. So now, like I said, we're going to need a lot of experience. So I am going to take the risk. I'm going to mine the coal. And actually, I'm going to kind of hope that the Geo monster, what is it called? A Geonock, spawns out of it. Because if he does, I get free experience. He can drop iron. He can also drop gold. Which, like I said, really good. And not just for golden apples. I might as well actually show you. In here, type whatever you want to find. Backpack. Boom. You need a bar of gold. You need blue wool. You need any wool. And you need leather. Which, speaking of leather, Macas drop leather. I forgot to mention that, but I think you guys probably saw. Sorry if I talked really fast during that. I don't know why, but I did. Alright. As long as there's not a Maca Alpha around, I think I'm going to go over and get some more experience. Oh, selects. Reminds me. The Maca drop Maca meat, obviously, and that gives absorption. Now, other meat does other things, like selects meat. Selects meat gives you speed 3, which, as you can imagine, is pretty fast. I recommend, whenever you find them, to kill them immediately, just because the speed is really good for adventuring and all that. And if you need to get away from a skeleton, speed 3 is going to be freaking fantastic. And I'm going to go down and get the coal in a minute. I just want to see if a Geonock will pop out, which it didn't, thankfully, kind of. Now we have 12 levels. And that's fantastic. Let's see, regular Maca, thank you. And we're going to put up our attack to 8. Oh, our attack can't go to 8 right now. But it will once we get our iron out of the furnace. And maybe cook some Maca meat. Actually, we're going to cook our pork chops first because I don't want to waste the Maca meat every time we go to eat. Now, I'm not going to explore this entire cave because that is extremely dangerous. The ramen we found... the ramen something that we found earlier, the little rat guy, they will spawn in caves, like I said, and just be a living torture. They don't even do that much damage, if I'm being honest, but they're just so annoying because they're small and hard to hit, if I'm being honest. Anything down here? No. Alright, so we're going to avoid the cave. I don't need this dagger anymore. Coal, there we go. Just gonna get a little bit more of it so that we can upgrade our levels we need to upgrade attack so we can get iron swords and stuff. Well, not swords, but like rapier, saber. And I will show I'll probably show all of the weapons at one point or another during this. Just so you can figure it out which you'd like better yourself. Like I said, I always recommend a one-handed weapon so that you can use a shield. But to each their own, you know? I find a lot of people really enjoy the halberd. I know Captain Sparkles found one that he really enjoys, but it was dropped by a special zombie, and it had a lot of properties to it. Now let's see if no, I don't want these rocks. Alright, our iron's just about done. Boom, attack level 8. Now we're gonna up our defense as well, because we're gonna want at least a little bit of armor. Iron armor, I mean. Wait, you think we're gonna use other armor after we've got this much iron? Nah, man. Alright, got our flint, which is what I was looking for. Because with the flint, obviously we got our flint shards, and then I'm going to make 2 flint knives this time. Because we need the plant string. Why do we need plant string? So that we can get the handle and or the pole. You know what? I showed you guys what the stone rapier does. Well, not the stone rapier, but the rapier in general. So I think next I'll have to show you what the halberd is. Although if you've watched anything about Rlcraft, like I said, most people love the halberd. But we might as well use it. I'll just make all of the iron tools. First, let's make a chest. Boom. Alright, cool. Oh, we're totally gonna run out of iron. But it's gonna be so much fun doing it. So now, white wool. You can make 1 pole or 1 yeah, I showed the 1 handle earlier. But we're gonna need a lot more than just 1 or 2. If I'm showing most of the weapons, I'm gonna need a lot. Now acorns, can't plant them until farming level 8. Oh man. I don't know what they do anyway, if I'm being honest. Alright, so coal. We can make an iron glaive. We can make an iron javelin. Or we can make our halberd. So we're going to start off with the halberd. It's big, it's ferocious, and it's got 2-handed reach and shield breach. 2-handed, obviously, it slows down the attack speed if we have a shield or something in the other hand. We have increased melee damage range, so we can just reach farther. And then it's chance to breach the shield. Now if we take, I almost forgot, we can dual wield. I actually haven't done this before myself. Actually, here, let's see how it goes. Let's go dual wield these maca. Okay, dual wielding's actually kind of fun. Oh! Ah, yes. Perfect segue. Perfect accidental segue. When you kill something, no matter what it is, could be an animal, could be an enemy, a Reaper can pop out. the Reaper is coming to take the soul of whatever you killed. It targets you. So you then have to fight the Reaper. Now, the Reaper is actually so good for getting stuff. If I'm being honest, I love it to death. Because it's really weak. It really is not good at all at what it does. And so it drops obsidian. So that gets you another portal eventually. It gets you an enchantment table. And then it also can do... What else can it do? Let me think. It's a pretty cool thing. Oh crap. There we go. Get some handles. I think that might do it. First we'll show off the Halberd. If I find anything to show it off on. Here. I'll do it for you guys. You've got to be kidding. There's nothing down here. Ooh. There's really nothing down here. Okay. Well, remember to use your XP, especially if you're not in hardcore mode, which I expect you're not. Please don't. That's for me to do and me alone. No, but it's very bad. It's extremely difficult. And I've been playing this for a while now. So, like, I'm pretty decent, I want to say. Hardcore mode is really a bit much, if I'm being fair. It's a lot to take in. I have a few hardcore worlds that I've done really well on, and then you just get immediately snuffed out by a dragon. And it's very rage-inducing, so I wouldn't recommend it. I'm very calm. I'm a very calm person, so I handle rages pretty well. But yeah, it's very rage-inducing, and I wouldn't recommend actually doing hardcore mode. I'm just trying to show off my skills, man. But thank you all for watching, and I will show you the Halberd another time. Adios, amigos.